So after the 6.0 live stream revealing all the amazing content coming in NODKRAI, most of you are wondering how much Primogems can you collect throughout the patch. So in today's video, I'm going to calculate exactly how many free pulls we're getting in Genshin Impact version 6.0. I know a lot of you are hyped for the brand new region, fresh mechanics, insane lore potential, and of course, the new characters. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how many intertwined fates and Primogems we can realistically get during the patch, and whether that's enough to pull for who you want. And if you are still struggling to get Mualani or Chaska from the current banners, save up to 30% on current banners at LD Shop. Plus, with my coupon, you'll get an extra 5% discount, which is a huge 35% off in total. Like this one, you can get 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for just $68, which normally costs $100 in the game. And if this is your first purchase, you get double the amount of Genesis Crystals. The process is super fast. Pick your product, choose your server, enter your UID, and that's it. Your purchase arrives in under 5 minutes, and LD Shop ensures secure payments every time. Plus, if you spend over $80, you'll get a free Welkin moon. Interesting, right? So use my link in the description or pinned comment to get 35% off and save big on every top-up. Now, before we get into the math, quick heads up. This calculation is based on the official info from the live stream and confirmed sources, so this should be a solid, reliable total. Alright, starting with the easy stuff, daily commissions. They haven't changed since the game launched. You get 60 Primogems a day, and over the usual 42-day patch length, that gives us exactly 2,520 Primogems. That's already over 15 pulls just from your daily login and quick mob clears. And while you're logging in every day anyway, don't forget to check Hoyo Lab. Those daily check-ins add another 100 Primogems across the patch. It's small, but hey, that's almost one more pull for literally tapping a screen. Now let's talk about content. Archon quests, world quests, and all the other story stuff based on the livestream details. We're looking at around 490 Primogems from quest rewards. That's just for following the main storyline and picking up the early side content. Not bad for something you were probably going to do anyway. Achievements are another passive source that sneak up on you. New regions always come with new mechanics, hidden rooms, and random things like get blown up by a frog. Across all that, we're getting around 305 Primogems from achievements during 6.0. Then there's exploration, which is where things really start to stack. NODKRAI looks massive, and between all the waypoints, puzzles, hidden chests, and many events, you can expect to pick up roughly 1,855 Primogems just by exploring. And don't forget the statue and offering systems. Leveling up the new statue of the 7 and maxing out the region's offering tree is expected to give around 1,250 Primogems. These are one-time rewards, but very doable during the first few weeks if you're actively playing. Now here's a small one a lot of people overlook. When a new banner drops, you can trial the featured 5-star and get 20 Primogems each time. With 2 banners per phase and 2 phases in total, that's 4 trials. So 80 Primogems total just for pressing a couple buttons and walking through a demo. And if you're still watching at this point, I'd really appreciate if you could leave like in the video and make sure to subscribe for more Genshin related updates. You can also join our Discord server. We have an amazing community out there and you're gonna love it. We sometimes do special giveaway for our Discord members, so be sure to be there. The link is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. And speaking of special events, we've got the big one, the 5th anniversary. And just like last year, we're getting a 7-day login event that gives 10 intertwined fates, along with 1,600 Primogems in rewards. That's been the trend every year since launch. And of course, we've got the usual set of time-limited patch events based on the live stream reveals. We're getting around 1,840 Primogems from event participation across the patch. These are your multi-phase challenges, mini-games, trials, basically the stuff that gets rotated into the event tab every couple of weeks. As long as you don't ignore your event tab, this is some of the easiest Primogems in the patch. Now, let's talk about the actual endgame modes, because these are where a ton of serious Primogems are waiting if you're ready to grind. First up is Imaginarium Theater. If you complete all its seasonal acts and challenges, you're looking at around 1,300 Primogems. It's one of the most rewarding, non-limited modes and a great way to earn Primogems just just for having a well-built account. Then we've got the classic Spiral Abyss, which resets 3 times during version 6.0. If you can hit all 36 stars across those rotations, that totals out to 1,600 Primogems. Even if you don't go for perfection, just clearing into floor 12 gives a steady supply. And with NODKRAI's new characters potentially shifting the meta, this might be the best patch yet to push your team past old limits. Now let's talk about Genshin's real endgame mode, Stygian Onslaught. If you can unlock it by meeting the conditions above, each patch of this mode gives you up to 450 Primogems by completing normal, advancing, and hard difficulties. The Paimon's Bargain Shop refreshes are also part of the equation. If you've got Masterless Star Glitter saved up from past pulls, that gives you 5 intertwined fates and 5 acquaint fates over the patch. As for web events and redemption codes, the livestream confirmed them, and they give around 300 to 400 Primogems, sometimes spread across social media activities or login mini-games. Small stuff, but it adds up. We will also get 600 Primogems from version maintenance compensation and 300 more from the 6.1 livestream codes. Those code drops have basically become tradition at this point, but keep in mind they expire fast, usually within 24 hours. I always post them right away when they go live. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you're subbed. Now, if you're keeping count, all of that totals up to 14,590 Primogems for the average free-to-play player. That converts to 91 intertwined fates. Add on the 17 fates from various sources like the shop and events, and that brings you to a total of around 108 pulls completely free. No spending involved. Now, if you're a Welkin player, you get an extra 90 Primogems a day. Multiply that by 42 days, and that's 3,780 Primogems. Stack that onto the F2P base, and your total jumps to 18,370 Primogems. That converts to about 114 intertwined fates, plus the extras for around 131 pulls. And if you go full Welkin plus Battle Pass, you add another 680 Primogems from the premium tier, along with 4 more intertwined fates. That takes you to 19,050 Primogems, which is roughly 119 pulls, plus the fates for around 140 in total. Hey, if you're loving this Genshin Impact 6.0 breakdown and want to join the hype, come hang out with us on our Discord server. We've got an amazing community out there, full of players sharing tips, pull luck stories, and all the NODKRAI hype you can handle. You're gonna love it. The link is in the description. So, how does that break down across the patch? If you're pulling smart and splitting your resources evenly, that's about 70 pulls in Phase 1 as a F2P player, and around 85 pulls if you're running both Welkin and BP. Then in Phase 2, you'd still have 30 to 50 more depending on how fast you explore, and how many Primogems you've saved. Just keep in mind, Hoyoverse sometimes drops unexpected mail rewards mid-patch. The final numbers might shift slightly, but this gives you a clear, realistic planning point based on everything we know now. So, that's it for this breakdown. And let me know in the comments how many pulls you've already saved. I always like seeing who's saving smart versus going full impulsive mode on day 1. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to drink water. I will see you in the next video.